Good morning, PALS TV. Normally, to finish out our week, you guys would be getting an intro from Aaron and a tour by Amanda, but today we're switching it up. So I'll be doing a little bit of the intro, and Haley is helping out, stepping in for Amanda, and she's going to get us moving this morning. So I'll kick it over to Haley. She's going to get us exercising this morning.
Good morning, guys. I hope you're ready to get moving. And this week, on a positive note, we're going to charge up our bodies so we're fresh to go for the weekend and staying healthy while we're quarantined inside. And I think we're just going to go ahead and get started. So if you want to join in, you're going to need a chair or somewhere to sit. And hopefully, if you have anything, you can just go ahead. We'll unmute you if you have anything to say. But first of all, we're going to go ahead and have a seat in our chair. Brandon, come on over. You want to do some exercises? Brandon's going to join me and help out. So hopefully you can see me. I'm right here. And we're going to sit in our chairs, and we're going to sit all the way forward, nice and tall. We don't want to slouch. We want to have nice, big, open chest so we can take deep breaths. So good morning, Caitlin. I don't know if you're going to join our exercises, but even if not, you can definitely follow along and maybe do them at home sometime if you want to do it yourself. So Brandon, we're going to sit up nice and tall in our chair. We don't want to slouch. And then we're going to first walk our feet flat on the floor. If you can see, you can't really see my feet, but they're flat on the floor. And the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to take a deep breath in. And Brandon, our arms are going to go up to the sky. We're going to stretch up tall with a deep breath. Good morning, Tanya. Let's get some guys moving this morning. And we're going to bring our arms down with a deep breath. Again, we're going to go up with our arms, Brandon. And deep breath down. Okay, now let's lift our shoulders. We're going to lift them up to our ears and hold it. And then we're going to drop them down. We're loosening up our shoulders and our neck. So we don't have any tightness. We can be nice and relaxed. Start exercise. Okay, now we're going to roll the shoulders back. Roll them back. One more time. And relax down. Take a deep breath. Breathing is very important as well as not pushing yourself too far. You don't want to injure yourself. So that's why we stretch before we exercise. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our shoulders and we're going to roll them forward. Loosen up those shoulders. And forward. Relax. Next, we're going to work on our neck. So if you can relax your shoulders and look up to the sky. Brandon, look up. And then we're going to slowly look down at your feet. Again, we're going to look up. And again, look down at the floor. Head to the center. Shift your shoulders out a little. And we're going to look to the side. To the right and hold. Back to the middle. And look left and hold. Smile at your friend if you see him. Again to the right. And again to the left. Good job. Next, we're going to move our arms a little, get our blood flowing in our hands. So we're going to put our arms off to the side, and we're going to do little circles, little arm circles, just to get those muscles warmed up. Sean, good morning. I'm glad to see you joining us. I'm hoping that you'll get moving with us this morning. Now we're going to go the other way. Lily's poking in right here. He wants to say hi. Okay, for our next stretch, here, let me have Lily go to the side here. You can see Sean from there. And for our next stretch, we're just going to reach one arm up at a time. So reach and then switch. So we're going to do 8. 1, switch, 2, 3, switch, 4, 5, switch, 6, 7, switch, 8, bring them down and rest. Shake it out. Good job. Now we're going to move our feet a little bit. We need to stretch our legs. So if you can, I don't know if you can see me, I'm pointing my toes and putting them on the floor in front of me, and I'm holding onto my chair if I need extra support. So I'm going to let go because I don't need the extra support, but if you do, that's okay. And I'm just gonna lean forward, reaching towards my toes, but if I can't go that far, that's okay. I'm gonna just reach towards my knee. Just a small little lean. You don't have to push too hard, just enough to loosen up, and then we're gonna sit back and breathe. Relax. We're gonna do that one more time, okay? And then we're gonna get started with our cardio and building our heart up a little bit, okay? So we're gonna lean forward one more time. Stretch as far as you can. Straighten those legs if you can. Don't push yourself to where it hurts though, but remember to breathe. And come up nice and slow. All right, good job, guys. Now we've been in the house and we need to get our blood flowing and to feel good. We don't want to lose that muscle that we've been kind of moving around as much and hanging out at home. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to do like a march in place right here in our seat. So you're going to put your hands to your side. If you can lift your legs off the floor like you're marching, and we're going to alternate. If you can't, you can move just your arms or just your legs. So, are you ready? Set, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Brandon, 6, 7, 8, faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and breathe. Rest. We're gonna do the next one now. Are you ready? We're gonna put our arms out to the side like this. And we're gonna go up and flat again. Up and flat again. Just make sure you're breathing. You're keeping your shoulders nice and wide. You're not slouching. And if you want to, if you have hand weights, you can always use hand weights or even water bottles to add a little extra resistance. That's like lifting a weight. So we're going to do it this way. A few more times. And this is good. It opens up all your muscles. Brandon, are you enjoying? See what I'm doing? Up and down. Up and down. All right. Shake it out. Take a breath. Make sure you're sitting up tall in your chair. I like to sit closer to the edge of my chair because I feel like I can get a little more distance from the floor, but if you don't feel safe, you can sit back. But what we're going to do is straighten your legs in front of you. If you can, I don't think you can see my legs straight, but they're on the floor. I'm going to put my hands behind my head like this. If you can't straighten your legs, that's fine. You can use bent knees. Just adapt to what you can do. And if you want to go more advanced, you can straighten just one leg and then up. So what we're going to do is we're going to just lean forward and lean back. Just a little lean. You don't have to push too hard. Brandon, you want to put your hands on your head and we're going to lean forward and lean back. Lean forward, breathe. Make sure you're breathing. Calm, slow breaths. You can go a little farther, go a little farther. Hold it and come up slow. You don't want to get too much blood rushing your head. This is almost like an adaptive sit-up. You can't get on the floor and do sit-ups. You can do some of these that strengthen your core muscle. Okay, arms down, take a nice cooling breath. Make sure that if you're working out, you've got some water or Gatorade or something to keep yourself hydrated because you don't want to get dehydrated. So if you need to stop and take a break, that is fine. Good morning, guys that just joined us. Stretch out a little bit before you get into the little harder workout. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put our fists in front of us and we're going to lift one arm, and if you can, lift your opposite leg. If you can't, just lift your knee up off the floor and point your toe. Whatever's easiest, and then we're going to alternate. So, ready? And up, down, switch, up, down, switch, up, down. Keep going, you guys are doing great. Make sure you're taking breaths. down. Keep going. Come on, Sean, keep that arms moving. We're doing good. See, you don't have to be able to, go to the gym and work out at home. It's great. Okay, let's rest down, shake it out, take that breath. The next thing we're going to do, if you can, is we're going to hold on to the back of our chair and we're going to lift our bottoms up. Okay, like, I'm going to show you. Lift your legs up and down. So you're going to hold back and like almost like a rocking chair. If you can't do both legs, you're going to do one at a time. So you're going to lean back and kick out. If you want to make it harder, you're going to lean back and put both feet. But to be easier, we're just going to do one and then the other. You're controlling this midsection. You're not slouching. Yeah. You want to be nice and strong in your shoulders and your core. We're doing great. You guys feel your heart pumping? Getting that blood getting warmed up? Couple more here. Breathe and rest. Very good. We're moving right along here. Get a little warm. Okay, our next one here is we're going to put our fists down to our side, and we're just going to lean forward and lift your arms back, like you're lifting a weight. Breathe. Breathe. Again. Again. And rest. Breathe. We're going to do the same motion with our hands and fists down to our side, but this time we're going to go out, like bird wing. That will strengthen your back muscles back here, and the backs of your shoulder blades. So if you're a bird approaching their prey, you're leaning forward, and you're bringing your wingspan out, and then relaxing down. Out, down, out, down, out, down, out, down, again, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, take a deep breath. You guys are doing so good. I hope you're following along. If you're not participating now, I hope that you learn these little movements that you can do them anytime at home that you want to, just to keep that blood flowing, keep your energy up. Our next motion here is we're going to put one foot forward and one foot back a little. You can see my legs are one foot forward, one foot back while you're seated. We're going to put our arms out in front of us. And then when we bring our arms back, we're going to switch our feet. So forward feet, and then switch backward. And forward and backward. I don't see too many people moving. I see you now. There you go. Move those arms. Keep that heart pumping. And switch. Good job. Arms up and down. You don't have to go as fast. You can go at your own pace. Exercise is not about, doing what everybody else is doing. It's about what makes you feel good and doesn't hurt your body and gets your heart pumping. We're going to do a couple more here. Breathe in. When you go down, breathe out. Up, down, up, down, up, and rest. Good job. Shake it out. Make sure that you're sitting nice and tall in your chair still. Adjust if you need to. Take those deep breaths. Keep your drinks of water. Ooh, next, we're going to go here, and we're going to have our fist in front. And then we're going to go straight up, and our legs are going to go out. Almost like a jumping jack. So, out, together. Out, together. Out, together. Good. You can go faster if you want to. It is like an X jump. Like a big letter X. It stretches your whole body out. If it's too hard to stretch your legs all the way, you can keep them in front of you like this and just do open, close, open, close. You can't get your arms up all the way, that's okay. Just go as far as you can. Don't hurt yourself. Going and breathe. I can see some of you guys getting sweaty there. Keep going. I know it's early, but it's a good way to get your body started for the day. Couple more. Rest. Good job. Make sure you're getting those drinks, you're keeping yourself cool. Our next movement is going to be kind of like jumping rope, but you're going to be seated. So this is the motion we're going to do with our hands. If you can, you're just going to lift your heels off the floor. And if you want to go harder, you can like almost like bounce your feet up, like you're jumping rope. And then you can go faster or slower. Whatever you're able to do will work out. Still getting those muscles toned. I see you guys, you're doing great. Isn't it fun when you can work out without getting out of your seat? Now I'm going to go a little faster, almost like I'm using a jump rope. You'll feel it in your thighs and in your legs. Yeah, if it's easier for you, just go slow. Here's Billy, guys. He's working out with us today. Okay, let's shake down and breathe. Take a couple of those deep breaths up and down. You guys are doing great. For our next movement, we're just going to do some arm curls up and then go up to the sky. Then slowly back down and straight into the floor. Back up to your chest, up to the sky, back down, and relax. Arms in, up, down, relax. In, up, down, relax. Sean, in, up, down, relax. I gotta pick on you. Up, in, and down. Again, in, up, in, and down. Again, in, up, down, to the floor. All right, keep going. You can go faster or slower. We're going to keep going a couple more. Water bottles or hand weights or anything like that to add some extra resistance. That works perfectly. Just hold them just like you would hand weights. Okay. Let's take a break from that. We're going to move on to our next motion here. Make sure you're taking those deep breaths. You don't want to not have an oxygen to your head there. You want to feel lightheaded or dizzy. If you ever feel like that when working out, you want to slow down, take a break, and get your blood pressure down a little bit. So our next movement is going to be like a trunk rotation. You're going to start by grasping your hands together, and then we're going to just turn to the side and turn to the other side. Turn, turn. You're loosening up your spine, you're loosening up your torso. We're just going to do a slow rotation here. You don't want to twist too fast and pull muscle. You want to make it slow. And just continue to breathe and open up that chest and those muscles. If you want to make it a little more difficult, when you turn, you straighten your leg. The way you're turning. So, but to make it easy, you can flat on the floor, and rotate. Okay, arms down. We're gonna shake it out and take a breath. Our next movement, we're gonna put our hands down to our side, and we're just gonna pull up and down. When you pull up, your thumbs will be facing your armpit, and when you relax down, your thumbs will be pointed forward. So we're gonna go arms up, arms down, up, down, up, down. To make it a little harder, we're gonna lift our heels off of the floor, and we're gonna lean forward a little bit. Keep breathing those nice deep breaths. You want to have a nice relaxed face. You don't want to be tense or scrunched up. You just want to be relaxed. Exercise is fun. It's good for your body, good for your mind and your spirit. It keeps you in a good mood. It boosts endorphins in your brain, so you feel good. Okay, our next one, we're going to go back to the march. Look, Billy's marching. He's standing up and marching. You can stand up if you like. Now, I'm going to go a little faster. Are we exercising? No. Brandon, you want to exercise again? Here, go this way, Bill. Go this way. We're going to march this way. Come this way. So they can see the camera. Here, you stand right here so you can see your friends. We're still marching. We're going to slow it down a little. And breathe, rest. You guys are doing great. Take a water break if you need one. I'm so excited to see you guys. It really makes my day. Okay, I'm gonna go on. But our next movement here, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna try to open our chest up a little bit, so our arms are gonna go up to the side like this. We're gonna make a fist, and we're just gonna pull back and forth, back. Or you can go without hurting yourself, and then forward. Opening all of this up here in your chest. That's good for breathing, getting in all that good oxygen. And when you sit back, you open up your chest, and then you lean forward a little bit, and it goes back. So open that chest, relax. Open that chest, relax. Open, relax. Open, relax. Keep those arms nice and strong. Relax. My feet forward. No one wants to exercise in here. Okay, one more. And down. Good. Next, we're going to take our hand in front of us, stretch it out with your palm, your fingers facing down. We're going to take our other hand and put it on our palm. We're going to pull our arm towards our thigh. Only go as far as you can. You don't want to hurt yourself. There's just a little stretch for the inside of your arm. We're just going to hold it. And breathe. That opens up your ribs and your inner arms, triceps. I'm going to lean more into mine. And then we're going to shake it out. So it gets tight. And then we're going to switch. We're going to put our other arm out in front of us. Hold your palm. Just pull your arm down towards your thigh. Straighten your arm. Nice and straight. And just go down towards your thigh. Hold and breathe. And then we're going to shake it out. Very good. Shake out both of them. Let's just loosen all that. You feel that blood flowing a little bit? Yeah. All right. Let's sit back in our chair a little bit. And we're going to put our foot with our toes pulled back and our heel on the floor. We're going to put our hands on our knee. And we're going to just lean forward, almost like a lunge. You can feel it in your calf. You can feel it in your hammy. all the way up back to your leg. And we're just gonna hold and breathe. If you can push into it a little bit, push into it. If not, just go as far as you can. Keep breathing and holding. You guys are doing great. This is a great stretch. We're gonna come up slow, put our foot flat on the floor and breathe. And now we're gonna switch. Your other leg out in front with your toes pulled back. Go on the floor, hand on your side, and lean forward. Breathe. Don't go too far. You don't want to pull a muscle. If it starts to hurt, you want to release a little bit. And if you feel like you can go further, you can lean in, pulling those toes back like there's a string attached to them. And we're going to come up slow and breathe. Relax your posture again. Pull yourself down. Get your drink of water if you have it. Okay. Our next movement is going to be almost like a dive. So what we're going to do is back, up, forward, and flat, like you're diving into the ocean or to a pool. Back, again, arms up, forward, and down. Once you get back into this position, you're back up here and you're forward. You can stretch your hands forward and lean in, kind of wiggle your fingers, stretch as far as you can, like you're trying to reach something, but you can't quite reach it. You're gonna hold it. You're gonna breathe. You want to make it a little more difficult. You can lift up out of your chair, almost in a squat, keeping your knees above your toes. And you're just gonna lean forward. Easier for you to stay seated than go ahead and stay seated and stretch. Okay, relax down, deep breath. We're going to sit closer to the middle of our chair now. We don't want to fall off the edge. We're going to be putting one foot a little more forward than the other on the floor. 1 second. Okay, thank you. All right, so our leg is behind us. Put your back leg of your chair, and you're going to reach for it. Come this way. You're going to reach for your back leg. Almost leaning into it, like you're almost doing a lunge, but you're still seated. Here, let me help out my buddy here. There you go. Okay, so we're leaning with our leg behind us and one leg in front of us. Kind of feel like in front of your thigh, it's easier to get more towards the edge of your chair. Be careful. You put your arms down to the side, you put one hip. Either way is fine, and then we're going to switch. And we're going to switch to the other leg. Do you want to exercise though? Okay. So we're going to put our leg behind us, and we're just going to lean. First, this front muscle right here in front of your thigh. You can put your hand behind you on your chair. You want to turn a little bit.
There we go.
And we're going to come back up. Okay, 1 second here. I'm going to move on to the next one. We've got several more exercises to do here, guys.
Okay, do that.
All right.
Yeah.
For our next exercise, we are going to, okay, we're going to put our arms forward, and we're going to take them back and lean. Almost like you're maybe a skier. Someone that's using, they're going downhill, and they put their arms back and they lean forward. It's a good motion. You want to exercise with me, Billy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Do that. Do that.
That's your friend, huh? All right. If you want to make it a little harder, you can just lean between your legs and keep your hands in the middle.
Do that.
This is another motion that does about the same type of exercise.
Yeah.
You want to keep your chest flat though when you go forward. You don't want to lean like a ball. You want to be more straight, like a slant. So we're going to keep going.
Do that.
And if it's easier for you, you can place one foot more forward.
Okay.
right? Keep going. You can take your arms up higher when you come forward. And then go back. We're doing great. We're burning some calories today. All those extra quarantine snacks we ate while we were stuck at home. And get those extra inches off. Okay, relax down. Take a deep breath. Our next stretch here.
Yeah.
We're gonna do almost like a running in place. Good job, Billy. My little partner, he's going fast. If you can't get your feet off the floor, you can keep your toes down and just lift your heels. This is almost like going on an elliptical. You're using those same muscles, but you gotta just push against the floor like you're running really fast.
Yeah.
And if you want to go faster, get the knees up higher. You can lean back in your chair a little bit.
Yeah.
Whatever is best for you.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go, go, go. We're not gonna stop yet because we're burning those calories. All those extra snacks we ate, we gotta get those calories off so we're ready for the summer activities.
Yeah. Yeah.
And breathe.
You gotta do that.
That's your buddy. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Now we're going to put our feet just a little bit apart here. We're gonna take one hand, lean forward, put our other arm either behind our back or on our hip, and we're just gonna pull. Like we're lifting a weight. If you're standing, you're gonna have your legs a little bit apart, lean forward, and you're just gonna have the same motion. Keep your knees bent a little bit, and you're almost like you're pulling like a lawnmower to start. You can do it like that. But if you're seated, it's the same motion. Just takes a little more resistance off your back there. You're doing great. Keep breathing. Sean, start the lawnmower for us.
Oh.
And we're going to switch. So other arm on your hip, one hand to back. Other hand on this outside here. And we're going to pull. I almost like to take the motion of grasping and pulling. And you could go faster. Or you could just slow it down and really work that muscle back. Okay, Tanya, go. She's doing great. Keep going. Good. And these engines started. All right. Let's shake it off. Take a breath. Take a drink of water if you need it. For our next motion here, we're going to kind of lean forward in our chair, or scoot forward in our chair and lean back and hold on. And then we're going to kick and alternate feet. If that's too hard for you, maybe just lifting your knees will be fine, but we're going to kick forward and switch. You want to lean back in your chair for support, that's fine.
Yeah.
You just want to keep breathing and using those core muscles. If you're standing, you can do a similar, or you can do a squat. That works some of these same muscles here. If you're just doing a basic squat. You can make it a little harder here while you're seated by putting both feet ends down. You really got to hold that core tight or hold on to your chair. I get a little shaky, so you have to make sure that you're only doing what you can do. And keep breathing. Or you can go back to alternating. Kick those feet. You don't have to kick high. You can just kick right in front of you. That works those knees and those hips. Those can get really tight when you're stressed out or when you haven't moved around a lot. You're sleeping wrong, in the wrong position. Help boost your body up. All right, let's take another deep breath. We still have quite a few minutes here. We're going to keep going. Our next movement is, if possible, we're going to get up out of our chair a little bit. What we're going to do is we're just going to lean like we're getting up and sit back down. Lean like we're getting up and sit back down. You can hold on to your chair or you put your hands underneath. Each time you sit, you want to exhale. Then breathe. This is almost like an opposite of a squat. You're still working the front of your thighs here. If you're doing a standing exercise, you can do squats right here. The video behind me here is doing wall push-ups. You don't must work the same muscles. We're going to keep going here. A few more. Breathe. Definitely getting my exercise in. And you can hold in your squat position. Arms out in front of you, or you can hold your legs. And sit and relax. Good. Breathe. Right? We don't want to get dizzy. So our next move, I'm going to put our hands up here. And, excuse me, we're just going to lift our knee and twist. And then switch. You can go nice and slow. Continuing to breathe. This is actually one of my favorite kind of motions. I like doing it standing, but there's definitely resistance. Let's say I definitely haven't worked out as much through the quarantine. So definitely getting my heart pumping. Okay, so you guys are moving right along. We've been working out for about 35 minutes, so you need to drink water, you need a break, that's fine. We're gonna keep going though. We're going to take our hands or your hand weights if you're using them, and we're just gonna lean forward, back, almost like you're rowing a boat. So they can see the camera, and we're just gonna keep like you're rowing a boat. Forward, back. Rowing is a great motion for exercise. It builds a lot of different muscles. When you go down, if you want to lift your heels, when you come up, if you want to lift your heels, that's another motion that you can incorporate to work more muscles. Because when you are rowing a boat, you aren't just using your arms, you're using your whole body. That's so good. Keep going. Two more. One more. And down, relax. Get that drink of water. We're going to be reaching up here and taking across to the side. So we're going to go up and over. Up and over. Breathe. If you're standing, this is a very good motion as well. About the same. You're just putting a little more pressure on your lower body. Keep going. A few more this direction. And we're going to shake it out and switch. Breathe and switch to the other side. Up. You're pulling down all the muscles of your abs. We're doing good here. We're going to reach up and on the side. And we're going to relax down. Okay, guys, I think it's about time for a cool down stretching. Does that sound good, Jenna? Okay. So first we're going to sit in our chair, lean back, put our arms out to the side, take a deep breath, in and up, come down to the prayer position and breathe. Blowing your head. Placing your hands on your lap. Look up to the sky slowly. And breathe. Look forward. Look down to the floor and breathe. Back to the center. To the right. And to the left. Breathe. And back to the center. Let's just shake our arms out. Shake all that blood that's pumping. A couple more deep breaths, and I think we've had a great exercise session. I'm definitely feeling it.
Thanks, Haley.
Thanks.
Hopefully everybody feels a little more loose. So I know I feel ready to take on the morning now.
Yes,
so we'll be
I feel
back
nice and
in
warmed up.
about 15 minutes. Everybody hang out. We'll allow you guys to unmute yourselves and socialize for a little bit.